Welcome to the very first episode of Deep Dive with Mohiu. We are so excited to have you join us on this journey as we explore the world of medical laboratory sciences
I know.
together.
I'm very excited to be here.
Whether you're a student,
Yes.
maybe you're a professional in the field,
Mm-hmm.
or just a curious mind who wants to learn more about what happens in the lab,
Definitely.
this deep dive is for you.
Absolutely.
We wanted to create a space where we could really take the time to
Yes.
dive into these fascinating topics.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many resources out there that really do that.
There aren't.
So we're hoping to fill that void.
Exactly.
So let's jump right in.
Okay, let's go.
When we talk about medical laboratory sciences,
Yeah.
which you'll also hear called clinical laboratory sciences,
Mm-hmm.
we're really talking about the heart of healthcare.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I mean, this is where we're analyzing
Yes.
blood tissue,
That's right.
all sorts of specimens,
Yeah.
to really get to the bottom of what's going on with a patient's health.
Right.
I mean, it's about diagnosing diseases,
Yes.
monitoring how treatments are working.
Absolutely.
And all of that comes down to the work that medical laboratory scientists do.
Yes, it's so important, isn't it?
Absolutely. They're the unsung heroes.
Totally agree with you there.
They're the ones making sure the patients are getting the right care.
Yeah, they're the ones behind the scenes making sure those test results are accurate and timely,
Exactly.
and that those results are actually influencing those treatment decisions.
So it's high stakes.
Oh, absolutely.
It's really important work.
Yeah.
So within the medical laboratory sciences, we have a few key areas,
Yeah.
and I'd love for you to walk us through those.
Okay, sure.
What are the specialties within this field?
So we have hematology,
All right.
microbiology,
All right.
clinical chemistry,
Mm-hmm.
immunology,
Got it.
and then molecular diagnostics.
So 5 main areas.
Yes.
Let's start with hematology.
Okay.
What is that all about?
Hematology, this is all about blood.
Okay.
Oh, blood and blood disorders.
So
Yeah.
what kind of things are we talking about here?
So we're talking about things like anemia, leukemia, clotting disorders.
So really serious conditions.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can figure all this out
Yeah.
just by looking at someone's blood.
Well, by analyzing it,
Okay.
right? So in hematology, they're analyzing blood samples to count the different types of blood cells.
So you're literally counting these tiny cells.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
And they're looking at the different types: red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets,
I see.
and they're measuring things like hemoglobin levels,
Right.
which tells us how much oxygen the blood is carrying.
Okay.
And they're also looking for any abnormal cells, which can be a sign of disease.
Wow. It's pretty incredible
Yeah, it is.
how much information you can get from just a small sample of blood.
It's fascinating.
It is. Okay, so we've talked about blood.
Yes.
Now let's move on to microbiology.
All right, microbiology.
This always makes me think of those petri dishes
Oh, yeah.
with the colorful bacteria growing in them.
Right. It's a whole world of microorganisms, you know?
A hidden world.
Absolutely.
And so what exactly does microbiology focus on?
So microbiology is all about these tiny organisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, parasites.
All the things we don't want to think about.
Well, some of them are good,
That's true.
but yeah, some of them can cause a lot of trouble.
Right.
So in microbiology, they're trying to figure out which of these little guys is causing an infection.
It's like detective work.
It really is.
They have to isolate the culprit.
Yeah, and then they have to figure out what will kill it.
So finding the right antibiotic.
Exactly.
And that's getting harder and harder these days.
It is, with antibiotic resistance on the rise.
Right.
The information that comes out of the microbiology lab is more important than ever.
Absolutely.
It's crucial for making sure patients get the right treatment.
So we've talked about blood with hematology,
Yes.
the tiny invaders with microbiology, but what about the stuff that makes up our bodies?
Yeah, the chemicals.
The chemicals. So that's where clinical chemistry comes in.
That's right. Clinical chemistry is all about analyzing those chemicals in our blood, urine, and other body fluids.
So what kind of chemicals are we talking about?
Well, things like glucose, electrolytes, enzymes, hormones.
Okay, so things that are really important for our bodies to function properly.
Exactly. They're looking at things like glucose levels, which are important for managing diabetes.
Right.
They're looking at electrolyte balance, which is crucial for things like muscle and nerve function,
Okay.
liver and kidney function tests, and hormone levels, which are important for all sorts of things, from growth and development to mood and sleep.
It's amazing how much you can learn from these chemical analyses
It really is.
and how it all connects back to our overall health.
Absolutely.
It's like piecing together a puzzle.
It is. And each area of the lab contributes a different piece to that puzzle.
Right, so we have this complete picture of the patient.
Exactly.
Okay, so then we have
Yeah.
immunology,
Yes. Immunology.
Now, this is all about our immune system.
It is, and it's a fascinating area.
Because our immune system is so complex.
Oh, it's incredibly complex.
It's amazing.
So in immunology, they're looking at how our immune system is functioning.
So are they, like, testing our defenses?
In a way, yes.
Okay.
They're analyzing things like antibodies, which are proteins that our bodies make to fight off infections.
Okay.
They're measuring immune cell activity.
So how active are those cells that are supposed to be protecting us?
Exactly. And they're also looking for signs of autoimmune disorders.
Which is when our immune system starts attacking our own body.
Right. So instead of protecting us, it turns against us.
It's incredible how our immune system can be both our protector and our enemy.
It is a delicate balance.
It is.
For sure.
Okay, and finally, we have molecular diagnostics.
Yes. Molecular diagnostics.
This is the one you said you're most excited about.
It is. It's such a rapidly evolving field, and it's really changing the face of healthcare.
Why is that? What makes molecular diagnostics so special?
Well, it's all about analyzing DNA and RNA.
So we're talking about the genetic material.
Yes. We're getting down to the very root of what's happening at a cellular level.
So you can see if there are any problems with the genes themselves?
Exactly. They're looking for specific gene mutations that might be causing disease.
Wow. So you can actually pinpoint the genetic cause of a problem.
In many cases, yes. And they can also use molecular diagnostics to detect infectious agents by their unique genetic signatures.
So you can tell exactly which bacteria or virus is causing an infection.
Right, even if it's a new or emerging pathogen.
That's incredible. And what about personalized medicine? I've heard that molecular diagnostics is playing a big role in that.
Oh, absolutely. By analyzing a patient's genetic makeup, doctors can tailor treatment plans to that individual's specific needs.
So it's not just a one-size-fits-all approach anymore.
Exactly. It's about finding the most effective treatment for each individual patient.
That's amazing.
It is, and it's all thanks to advances in techniques like PCR and DNA sequencing.
Those are the techniques that are used in molecular diagnostics.
Yes. They've really revolutionized the field.
It sounds like molecular diagnostics is opening up a whole new world of possibilities for diagnosis and treatment.
It really is, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to come.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me too.
You know, it's fascinating to think about all of this
Yeah.
because we often just go to the doctor.
Right.
We get our blood drawn,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't really think about what's happening.
People don't realize how much is going on behind the scenes.
Exactly.
All of this science, all of this expertise.
And all of these people working to make sure that we're getting the best possible care.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It is. So this has been an incredible deep dive.
I agree.
I feel like we've only just scratched the surface.
We have, but hopefully it's given our listeners a good overview of the field.
I think so. We've explored the different areas of medical laboratory sciences.
Yeah.
And it's clear that this is a really vital and dynamic field.
Oh, absolutely.
It's constantly changing.
Always evolving.
And it's impacting lives in ways that most of us never even see.
True.
I am so excited to dive deeper into each of these areas in future episodes.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
And we want to hear from you,
Yeah.
our listeners.
Absolutely.
If you have questions about medical laboratory sciences
Yeah.
or topics that you'd like us to explore,
Yes, please reach out.
let us know.
We want to make this an interactive experience.
Exactly. We want to hear what you're interested in.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this first episode,
Okay.
I think it's important to remember that behind every lab test,
Yes.
behind every result, is a team of dedicated professionals
That's right.
who are using their knowledge and their skills
That's our passion.
and their passion
Yeah.
to help keep us healthy.
It's something to think about the next time you get a blood test
Exactly. And the next time you go to the doctor,
or have any kind of lab work done.
there's a whole world happening behind the scenes.
There is.
And it's impacting your health in more ways than you might realize.
Absolutely.
So thank you for joining us on this very first deep dive.
Thanks, everyone.
We're looking forward to exploring more with you soon.
See you next time.